New at 10, a strange sighting is baffling Hill Country Village residents tonight. This creature was caught on camera at a North Side neighborhood.
About this big, I think, because I was here and he was crossing the street into that, from that empty lot into that house.
All new at 5, spooky security camera footage.
Yeah, a Metro Atlanta mom says it actually shows her son's ghost.
He opened the door because from the cameras you can see a shadow and did a little dance.
Shape-shifting creatures, cryptids and neighborhoods, and visitors from other worlds, that is what lurks in the darkness of the night.
The heck is that?
So stick around to witness some of the most spooky and downright terrifying encounters ever to be caught on camera. I thought this picture was fake, but it turns out there is video evidence of this creature. The video begins by showing a tiny cryptid sitting at the end of stairs like it was thinking about something. As the camera remains on the creature, it becomes obvious that the cryptid had gotten lost and couldn't find its way back home. But then the cryptid looked towards the camera. Its eyes were completely blank and looked like they were illuminated like a flashlight. Before the creature could do anything else, the person recording runs away. Distorted. What you just saw was a monster that was seen in Mexico at the start of last year, 2023. It had a huge head and appeared to be dressed in an all-white gown. But what was truly disturbing were those unnatural movements. It did not walk, nor did it appear to be of this world at all. Whatever was caught on camera was strangely distorted. And that begs the question, can something like this even be real? As always, decide for yourself. Jump scare.
Turn off the lights. Turn off your lights.
Two young paranormal investigators, intrigued by rumors of ghostly sounds emanating from a cabin in the forest, embarked on an investigation. Upon entering the cabin and descending into the exposed basement, they were met with eerie screeching noises. The anomaly seemed to draw nearer, its intensity increasing until it finally confronted the investigators, prompting them to scream in terror as they hastily fled the area.
The heck is that?
Shoot! Creepy footage. This is the creepiest video I have ever come across. Don't believe me? Well, continue watching. Someone or something can be seen eerily walking around, and it doesn't appear human at all. It had pale and inhuman-like skin that was covered by a tethered white gown. Whatever this thing was started to let out agonizingly horrifying screeches, as if it was hungry for something or was troubled from the inside. But that was not all. Suddenly, this creepy creature began to levitate. This terrifying thing even noticed the person recording, and just as quickly it emerged. It vanished from sight. Dragged. This is a haunting footage of a creepy woman with supernatural strength climbing up a wall without any problem. And to make matters worse, she wasn't climbing alone. She had gotten a hold of someone and took her to the top with her. It was revealed that this supernatural woman had been locked inside a nearby asylum, and somehow after all these years she escaped. But I wish that was all, because it turned out on her way out, she grabbed a hold of one of the nurses. But this wasn't the only incident, as similar creepy women were caught on camera in France, and then again in Italy. It's in the attic. A young married couple startled by noises from their attic decided to investigate. Initially, they found nothing unusual during their physical inspection, but upon reviewing the recording later, they were shocked. The camera captured what appeared to be a possessed alien-like figure residing in the attic without their knowledge. Despite its presence, it seemed to keep to itself, causing no trouble. Fearing the unknown, the couple chose not to disturb it. Deformed alien. A creepy and mutated alien-like creature was caught by a couple that were out camping in the middle of the forest. It was making a strange noise as well, like it was trying to mimic the creepy crawlers that come out at night. But it seemed like the alien creature had not fully copied their sounds and was still learning. And it was due to that sound that the couple were able to wake up from the sleep because the sound was so unnatural. They captured it in Old Station, California, and it was inside a cave just 2 miles away from their tent. Hiding Bigfoot. On November 23, 2023, one of the most compelling Bigfoot videos was uploaded on YouTube by Squatch Watchers. The Bigfoot that was captured hiding behind a tree as it tried to observe the camera without revealing its complete identity. The creature looked suspicious, but also curious about the human-made contraption. Seeing how it perfectly matches the description of a Bigfoot, it's safe to assume that an actual Bigfoot was caught on camera in almost plain sight. Beast from Hell. While waiting in the traffic, the woman driving noticed something moving on top of a slanted tree branch. Thinking it was a giant bird or something, she took her phone out and started recording. But what she actually caught was an unearthly entity perched at top of the branch. The creature had crab-like legs and was mutated further with wings coming out of its back. The creature must have seen the lady looking at it, so it flew away and never appeared again. But since the footage was released, no one can find who the original uploader is or where she is. Dark creature. In June 2021, two buddies thought it would be a thrill to explore an abandoned building, but their bravery quickly turned into pure panic. They burst out, leaving their gear behind, and left everyone watching absolutely stunned. One friend waiting outside said they looked like they were fleeing for their lives, sparking fear among the whole group. The video of their adventure caught the moment they stumbled upon something creepy. Their curiosity clashed with terror when they saw a dark figure lurking in the shadows. They bolted, leaving everyone to wonder if it was a ghost, a spirit, or something far more menacing. Woodland crawler. A woman driving home one night found herself in a panic when she spotted something crawling slowly right in front of her car near the tall grass of a woodland area. This was her usual route, so she didn't expect any surprises. The sight of the creature, resembling what we commonly call a crawler, freaked her out. She quickly kept her distance, likely planning to turn around and find another way home. The encounter was enough to shake her, making her rethink her usual seemingly safe path. Disturbed Skinwalker.
Go! No! Run!
If merely being in its territory wasn't risky enough, these guys decided to push the limits. With some leftover fireworks from Christmas, two friends headed into the forest for a casual drink. They lit up the fireworks, but their fun was interrupted when a mysterious figure suddenly appeared, catching them off guard. Fueled by curiosity, they cautiously approached, armed with firecrackers intended for later use. The eerie figure had long, flexible arms and moved with purpose until it stopped abruptly, emitting a chilling cry. They tossed a firecracker in its direction before making a quick escape. Whether it was a skinwalker or not, disturbing any creature in such a manner was bound to provoke a reaction.
Go! Run!
Unidentifiable creature.
Is that one of those furry things?
Two friends were out for a leisurely walk when they noticed something spooky trailing behind them. It had this mummy-like appearance that sent shivers down their spines. Not knowing what they were dealing with, they decided to whip out their phones and start recording. But things took a turn when the mysterious figure got agitated and came charging at them. In a total panic, they took off running, leaving everyone wondering what happened next. It's a reminder, sometimes it's better to steer clear of things you can't explain. And as for what exactly that creature was, well, the clip doesn't give us all the details.
I don't know, man. That thing's been following us. Is that one of those furry things?
Skinwalkers. A trail camera footage caught two unidentified humanoid creatures eerily around the mountains of Blue Ridge in the Appalachian area of the eastern United States. One of them was holding a thing in its mouth that seemed like something they had hunted down. But once these creatures accidentally turned their faces towards the camera, their extraterrestrial existence became clear. These were skinwalkers. The Navajo people believe skinwalkers to be dark spirits that were once humans. But due to certain acts, they got turned into skinwalkers that can change their shape to look like animals or humans. Area 51 creature. This creature seemed to have a distorted face that looked creepy enough on its own, but the almost hollow eyes and open grin were definitely unsettling. It was said to have been captured near the infamous and notorious Area 51. With a crooked or hunched down back, the creature looked all the more mysterious, giving rise to many conspiracy theories. It was also crooked in a strange way, as if it had taken up a mutated form. The arms were almost longer than its own length, and the way it was acting made the creature even more creepy. Witches of the Church. Speaking of other incidents, this encounter was so shocking that it needed to be addressed. The footage is from 1897 and shows not one, but two witches after they had a minor disagreement. One of them had overpowered the other one and was carrying her on the side of the wall. These witches not only had supernatural strength, but could scale walls pretty easily. According to the sources, these witches were once sisters of the church, but evil power corrupted their bodies. Yuna bruja. A creepy video was uploaded back in 2020 that showed a thin, lanky figure standing on top of a tree branch without any support. But the video gets terrifying later, as this unidentified woman-like creature is seen raising her hands in the air, with demonic voices being echoed through the atmosphere. The locals described the creature to be a Yuna bruja. No one knows if the voices were of dogs howling or the girl herself. At first, the voices were said to be of wolves howling, but when this person got close, this was heard. Information about the location and the cameraman were never disclosed to the public. Look into my eyes.
Hey Tom, guys. What? Oh my God. What is that?
Camping with friends or family can be fun until something spooky shows up and changes everything. A group of students and friends were camping during a college break when they saw glowing red eyes nearby. The eyes charged towards them, scaring them. To get away, they jumped down a hill into a pool of water. But the spooky thing followed them. It looked like a person with glowing eyes, just like them. It also jumped into the water, making them all run away in fear.
It's about to jump in the water. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh!
Alberta's running alien. While hiking through a forest trail in Alberta, a hiker who was recording their adventure stumbled upon a bizarre anomaly. The footage captured a creature near the tree line with an enormous and oddly shaped head, unlike anything you'd expect to see. As soon as it realized it was spotted, the creature bolted. Instead of fleeing in terror, the hiker bravely, or foolishly, kept recording and tried to get closer. The creature's deformed head and unusual body made it clear this was no ordinary animal. It looked like something extra-dimensional, maybe even an alien. Cryptid. At first glance, this might look like a deformed monkey, but a closer look reveals something else entirely. A bystander was casually strolling in his backyard, enjoying the early morning sunlight, when a tiny cryptid suddenly appeared from behind a giant rock and quickly scurried around the porch. The person recording the video gave chase. But did they catch it? Not a chance. The cryptid vanished without a trace, probably finding an even better hiding spot this time. So what was it? The mystery remains unsolved. Humanoid frogs. On December 20th, 2023, a picture and video captured strange figures that looked oddly like humans. But the strangest part was how they were behaving. They were caught leaping like frogs, and their movements were also quite weird. From sitting to synchronized jumps, it all felt like a fever dream. As mysteriously as they appeared, they vanished into the night, leaping into a shallow pool. Troubled figure. While camping in Tongass National Forest, Alaska, a group of high schoolers had a strange experience. While searching for water, they saw a figure in the distance. When they shone a light on it, they noticed it was skinny and almost skeletal with glowing eyes. Realizing human eyes don't glow, they knew it couldn't be human. This encounter made them wonder if it was an escaped convict or something supernatural. Alien or Skinwalker? A couple went exploring and found an abandoned mine shaft, finally discovering something worth investigating. Their curiosity spiked when they saw a mysterious door in the middle of the mine, like it was meant to keep something locked in. They hesitated at first, but the urge to know more took over. The boyfriend decided to venture inside and look around. Suddenly, a creature appeared for just a second, but that brief glimpse was enough to make them bolt. When they reviewed the video in slow motion later, they saw it clearly, a creature with glowing eyes. Was it a skinwalker or an alien? Either way, it was an encounter they wouldn't forget. Bizarre specimen. As two young men were wrapping up their camping trip, they stumbled upon an unusual discovery: the carcass of a strange being lying near a concrete barrier by a shallow stream. Initially mistaking it for a doll, they couldn't resist taking a closer look. But their curiosity turned to unease, and they glimpsed the creature's unsettling face. It was doll-like, yet eerily human, complete with feet. Despite lacking a proper name, this creature may become more familiar if sightings continue. Forest pixies. While concealing himself in the forest, Erwin Sanders came across this intriguing sighting. A small humanoid creature appeared from behind the trees, unaware it was being recorded. This creature was identified by Erwin as a pixie that lives within the forests and avoids humans at all costs. Because the forest had become so quiet, the pixie became suspicious and knew something was not right. It later saw the installed camera, and after looking at it for a few seconds, the pixie ran away back to his home. Peeping alien. On July 17, 2003, Stan Romanek and his wife decided to set up the camcorder and pointed it toward the window. What they managed to capture terrified them. A small gray alien-like figure with large black eyes was seen peering through the window, while moving its head and making gestures like a human being. Stan then moved towards the window, but the alien quickly hid itself and started running away. Once the video surfaced, it was believed to be authentic evidence of alien contact, while some questioned its credibility. However, Stan, who claims to be an abductee, said it's real. River ghost. After hearing some rumors of paranormal activities near a river in Cambodia, a few investigators went to take a look. When they got there, that's when they saw something through their flashlight just sitting near the edge of the river. This thing was a human-like entity and completely stripped of all life. The creature obviously noticed them as these investigators had invaded its location. It turned around and this creature had a bloated face, like what happens when something is left in the water for too long. Although the river ghost was in close quarters with them, it didn't move a single muscle. Then the ghost jumped into the river and vanished. Russian experiment. The road split open as something cracked open from underneath, and what came out shocked everyone to their core. A huge, mutated moth-like creature flew out and lunged at the car, leaving the bystanders horrified. The video kept on getting removed from the internet, which made people think that it was an experiment that went wrong, and now they are trying to keep it hidden. Mutated spider. This is what happens when a scene from a horror movie comes to life. The people of Croatia were gripped by fear and panic when a huge spider invaded their town. Netizens believed it was a government hybrid experiment that went terribly wrong. But they couldn't have been more wrong. The whole incident was simply a prank pulled by someone, as the creature was simply animated, and the people were paid extras. El Pombero. This person was standing in a quiet place somewhere in Ponta Grossa, Brazil, when he heard some strange noises from behind the wall, and out of the darkness appeared a strange-looking creature that the cameraman did not expect. It was walking on all fours, or perhaps it was hopping across the street. It was difficult to identify due to lack of light, but it appeared to be part human and part dog. Just then, nearby dogs started barking, which made the entire situation even more terrifying, as dogs only do that when they perceive something is off. Demonic lion. I know the quality of the footage is really bad, but bear with me because it's worth it. The clip shows a creature that initially looked like a regular lion, but when the camera zoomed in on it, it showed something mind-boggling. You could see the demonic shift very clearly, but could it be a Wendigo? Because a few things match the description as well. Another thing about Wendigo is that once you see it, they come after you. But you can escape that by liking and sharing this video with your friends. Mysterious creature. I don't want to hurt you. Instead of fleeing, the person recording decided to investigate the area after he heard strange noises. And after what he captured, he said he wishes he didn't. Inside the tunnel, he saw a mysterious creature with glowing eyes that moved its head so fast, the man did not have time to react. Even creepier noises were heard afterwards, as the cameraman found strength in his legs to run away from whatever was coming after him. Because it was pitch black, it is really difficult to identify the nature of this alienoid figure apart from what you just saw. But if I ever saw a creature with glowing eyes, I am leaving that country immediately. Baphomet. After setting up a trail cam in an alleged haunted part of the Amazon forest, Leonardo left the area and returned to the hotel. Minutes turned into hours, and nothing had happened until a splash was heard nearby. Then the splash was followed by a creepy and guttural sound coming from in front of the camera. From the darkness appeared a creature with the head of a goat and body of a human as it eerily made its way towards the cam. From the way it looked, there was no mistaking its identity. A real Baphomet roaming our planet. And just as it arrived and noticed it was being watched, it disappeared back into the darkness. Another Skinwalker. A skinwalker was caught walking around in the forest looking for its next prey in broad daylight, which, by the way, is really concerning. The video was recorded from an abandoned cabin in the woods and shows a tall, pale skinwalker emerging from within the tree line of the forest. The video is rather brief because the person who recorded the event was so scared that the first thing they thought was their own safety. But even in that small clip, so much was revealed, and it was enough to spook everyone that had the misfortune of looking at a skinwalker. Mutated spider on building. A guy glances out his window, expecting the usual mundane sights, when suddenly he spots something that defies belief. Quick as a flash, he whips out his phone and hits record. The video starts off innocently enough, but within moments, it's clear that what he's capturing is anything but ordinary. Within seconds, the camera revealed the immense legs of a spider, possibly a clover field spider, far larger than anything anyone would expect to see. This colossal arachnid was traversing a building filled with people, but whether it was after them or not was left uncertain in the footage. Once a bride. Driving through the woods, the couple see a person in white clothes, looking kind of strange. The girl says they should be careful, but the boy wants to check it out. They get closer and see it's just a girl in a white dress, not moving. But when she starts coming toward them, the boy gets scared and they quickly drive away. People who live nearby say it's because of an incident that took place here years ago. A married couple once perished trying to save an animal on the same road. And now, the spirit of a woman in white who goes after married couples, either because of jealousy or to save them from the same fate. Don't provoke them. A group of young adults in Spain stumbled upon an abandoned tunnel on the outskirts of the city, spurred by rumors of its haunting. Armed with a few flashlights and a GoPro camera, they ventured inside, eager to explore. Yet their exploration took an unexpected turn when they encountered something small, yet remarkably intimidating. The sudden appearance of this unknown entity startled them all, so they ran. Unfortunately, amidst the panic, no one managed to get a clear glimpse or capture it on camera. Agent 206. In an unsettling incident recorded on the outskirts of Montana, a spine-chilling skeleton-like figure with glowing eyes appeared to relentlessly surveil an individual. The observer first became aware of the presence through the sound of crunchy leaves and soon spotted the eerie entity. Filled with fear, they sought refuge in their basement, only to find the spying skeleton peering through the broken hatchway doors. Despite the unnerving proximity, the mysterious figure made no attempt to make contact and vanished with the arrival of dawn. While undoubtedly spooky, this encounter left more questions than answers about the intentions of the haunting skeleton. Unknown beast. A group of firewood gatherers aiding Boy Scouts sensed the presence of an unknown stalker nearby. They illuminated the surroundings with their flashlights, only to come face to face with a baffling sight. A massive creature resembling a pig with a canine-like body, yet strangely humanoid. While the idea of encountering a werewolf might terrify many, the notion of a pig-like beast with humanoid features is even more chilling. This unexplainable encounter left them shaken, stunned by the existence of such unsettling entities in the depths of the wilderness. Ghost of Past Warrior.
Allah. Hey, Shaif.
In 2021, an Arabic YouTuber and his friends were exploring a deserted area in northeastern Saudi Arabia. After hours of investigation, their attention was caught by a ghostly figure that defied conventional description. This spectral entity, resembling an ancient warrior, dressed in battle gear and wielding a warhammer, stood silent and unyielding. Despite attempts to interact through light signals and verbal communication, the apparition remained unmoved. The terrified friends said that this unearthly presence came from a nearby ancient cemetery. Goatman. Footage finally revealed the mysterious Goatman that people only heard stories about. It was caught lurking near a mine that once used to be a cave. Goatman stood near the edge watching the miners below, probably because they had just ruined its resting place. It appeared briefly with glowing eyes before disappearing in the night. Now, it's hard to tell if this was real or not, but there is quite a lot of evidence of Goatman being real. Don't stop! While driving through a dark forest at night, the driver encountered a strange creature, maybe a dune. It blocked the road and signaled for the driver to go off-road. At first, it looked like a skinny person, but it wasn't human. It communicated with sign language, like a human, which confused and scared the driver. This spooky encounter in the forest was mysterious and frightening, leaving the driver puzzled and uneasy. Brazilian giants. Hikers caught not one, but two giants on top of one of the tallest mountains in Brazil. The other one remains mostly out of sight, but this one looked like it was surveying the area for humans. Now, either that was to avoid or abduct us. I'll leave that up to you. They were later caught going downhill before disappearing, and because of the video quality, it's hard to describe what they look like.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Forest encounter. A group of youngsters was gathered around a bonfire when two from the group spotted something strange hiding behind the trees. As they went to investigate, they found a creature who was spying on them. They used the light to look at it properly, but the alien-like creature seems to be intrigued. This obviously frightened the group as they tried to fend it off. The alien then took off and disappeared behind the tree line. Backyard alien. An odd-looking figure with a bony face and large black eyes were seen on a security cam. The creature appeared to be looking at the door as if mapping out the house and searching for an entry point. Disturbed by the unsettling sight, the homeowners brightened the video to get a clearer view of the alien-like face. Fortunately for him, there were no further encounters with this alien-like creature. Demonic creature. In this clip, a woman wearing nothing but a gown could be seen scaling a building barehanded. She climbed the building with ease as if she had superhuman strength. It was recorded in Malaysia, a country that is known for supernatural entities. That building turned out to be an asylum, and she was a patient there. Now it's time to discuss our thumbnail of the day. The picture shows a bizarre creature on a rooftop with people all around it, but it actually happened back in June of 2015. A person heard strange noises coming from his backyard, so when he went to investigate, he saw this thing on his rooftop. This thing was pale and hairless. It had a bizarre body as well, with its lower half being reminiscent of a human, but the tiny elongated head was peculiar to say the least. Whatever this creature was, it froze after realizing it was spotted. It didn't know what to do, so it ran away. And before you run away, thank you for watching this video, and do share your experience with a creature down below. And don't forget to hit the bell icon, because the next video is going to be one of the best. See you there!